Indonesia has done here. They forced Saudi Arabia's hands. It's not like Saudi Arabia's going anywhere. It's more spelled out after Indonesia showed us these picks that we usually don't see.
Yeah, I'm so hyped. This is something that Fnatic Onyx had in their strategy pool, but we never saw it. That was what I wrote on, my notes yesterday.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that with the Beatrix pickup, but they're pairing it with the 1-1 that can still work. But what does the Claude and the 1-1 lane look like?
Most of the time it should... It's not like a clear advantage for either of them. It's just it just goes down to who gets a little bit more help. Because if you dead lane that, we don't really see a clear advantage.
I like the mid-game matchup, the Varsa versus Lo Yi. It's going to be fire.
It's going to be fun.
Fire.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the possible final game if Saudi Arabia can't win this one and force a game number 3. They will be given 3rd place. And remember, the prize pool is on the line. Guys, final predictions for this game?
I want to see a game 3, man. I want to see a game 3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think the Farsa and the Franco are coming in. They're going for the throat. I think that's it. I think we see Indonesia bag 3rd place here.
Yeah. That's why I say I want to say a game 3, because I agree with that. But I do want to see a game 3.
I wonder what the casters are thinking. Do you think they agree with
Ask him how they like it.
Casters, do you like it? I don't think they're there yet. Oh, they are! Casters, do you like it?
We are here.
We're here.
It's funny, now we get to ask that question. They ask us that question. Do you like it?
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, man. 50-50, by the way. 1-1 versus Claude is a skill matchup.
Are they going for the throw here, like Leo mentioned? This
Going
Franco
for the head.
going for the head.
Doing what Thor couldn't.
Oof, I don't know, man. Franco, Farsa, love to see it. Guys, we're going to be jumping into the game here. It could be the last one, the battle for the 3rd place between Indonesia and Saudi Arabia. Or will we get to see a game number 3 in this best of 3? Taking a look at the emblems real quick, too. Again, interesting picks that we don't see often. You got the concussive blast. You're seeing all the speed here for Keyboy, by the way. He wants to be moving, and he's got the pre-spins up. Every Franco player does this, by the way. They spin around, and I think that increases the rate of the hook a little bit. That might be a myth. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
No, it's completely factual. Meanwhile, what happened? Luke trying to run away, able to get the dash in time. Ooh, that was really close, man. Playing with some thin margins. Cuffin walking around as well. Getting the first prop. Jiku. No, Luke still able to escape. Okay. Ooh, that looked holding Purify down, by the way. Albert gets the lead, though. And now that's going to be an iron hook. Cuffin force a flicker. Sans go to basic attack. Can he find it? No, he gets knocked down by Troll. First blood for Saudi Arabia.
That was Troll flexing on, by the way. I still love that we have these emotes now in the game, because you were thinking, like, Cuffin had a sliver of HP. Yeah, he had to burn the flicker too, but unfortunately, Sans couldn't get that kill, that last kill secured that he was looking for. But again, early advantage go in the hands of Saudi Arabia here. The kill went over to the fact that it is Troll, so he's going to be a little more aggressive this time. Sans would be fine with wings by wings. Keyboy, though, like I said, he landed that hook earlier. And that could be a key part of getting the momentum that usually Indonesia looks to get. But this time around, because you have that early kill, you have a little bit of advantage. Saudi Arabia should be able to play into that, especially, again, Troll is the guy to start everything in the early game with this choking.
It's all about this setup for the Cho. If you're able to get
More speed.
More speed, rapid boots on top of the agility, on top of the wilderness blessing. You're right. They're going to be lane swapping. Iron hook over to Tarzan, getting rid of the Braga armor. Straight to the Spear of Alpha now. Jiku going to knock Albert up with the innate reaction as well, but Tarzan going to be very low. Albert picks up the kill now with Feather Airstrike coming down. Cuffin will be taken low, but it is a trade. Jungle for jungle. Luke will try to zone Cuffin even more. Up top though, CW not using Inspire, definitely winning out this time around.
Yeah, winning out that little matchup right now. I know the panel discussed it, that matchup between the 2 gold lanes, but right now Sans could be in trouble. He's going to wings on out of there. So still the turtle for the taking. Again, both junglers went down, and that's kind of the preview of what we're going for. Just kind of this brawl, go and play off the hooks if it's landed by Keyboy, and then play into it. And so far, Saudi Arabia, they have their own options of that. Again, Troll getting that other kill. Now he's sitting at 2-0. First, give it a use top.
Up top now, they get the Purify down there, almost getting the crossbow attack, but Sano deals with him. Good rotation from Saudi Arabia to catch him and to get a trade, knowing that the turtle will go to Indonesia.
Trading across the map. Sometimes that's better though, right? KSA wants to go ahead and get these kills if they can. Going in the hands this time for Sano. you know, we were talking about the matchup. That gives them a little bit of an advantage to work through. And so they'll respond across the map with that. Again, this is all about some of these micro plays where they're looking for, you know, these advantages playing around a diversion or not, but also the macro plays. You know, getting that little bit of extra gold, even on that gold plating of the turrets, does play a part here. Sino does need a little bit more time, you know, with that change that happened to Claude just, you know, earlier this year, where he doesn't have that mana anymore. He can get online faster, I would say, than what he did previously, but you're still talking about also this 1-1 that has been showing to prove actually pretty devastating throughout the tournament, especially if you get an advantage going on.
Definitely. And now for Indonesia, it's all about playing a slow game, and I think it's the same for Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia want to get to their power spikes. Again, they have an export, they have a Claude, so they're very comfortable just taking it slow. And for Indonesia, with the help of the Alpha, they definitely want to go for the intro objectives. Luke, to the gang on the bottom lane, pops into Purify, gets out of the 4-man gang down below. Hold up just a second though, last insanity. Luke, now boom, Tarzan gets to the kill. Luke will be picked up. Meanwhile, up top, flicker forward from Keyboy. Looking to get that bloody hunt, but is not in range. Sano, good Purify out.
I was gonna say, man, for a minute, I was like, there's no way he escapes this. Even with the Purify, he almost did, but luckily, you know, KSA was able to get the kill. Saudi Arabia making sure they secure that one. There was also some pressure up top. You see that gold all taken over there in that gold lane. Because of the fact, too, you just have Keyboy being that threat alongside CW. Oh, wow, what? Albert.
Solo kill down below. Don't know what happened there. I guess Sanji was overstepping, gets caught by the Spear of Alpha, and now good setup for Indonesia to go for turtle number 2.
And that just proves, Miracle, why the Alpha is picked up so often early on. Luke.
Dragon over to Luke. This time no Purify. Tarzan trying to burn him down. Good Iron Hook. Frog Armor down. Albert looking for the Spear of Alpha. Will be able to find a win. The Feather Airstrike. Sans buys the Blood Wings in time. Pops in a Purify, but not Troll. Jikundo Flicker.
He gets another one. They're still going to break out in the fight. Albert in trouble now, too. Trying to bob and weave out of there. Gunned it. Oh, but won't escape as Cuffin picks up the kill.
Troll running away. Indonesia still trying to go for the kill. Good conceal. Luke in the midst of it all. Now jumping in. The burst is real from Cuffin. Yin Yang reaction and the Infernal Pursuit will deal with Luke, and that will be Saudi Arabia with a lead. Here, no Iron Hook from Keyboy.
It was the spins earlier, I'm telling you. That's what he did, the right amount, and so far Keyboy has been there with Oaks. I don't think they delayed this enough. It is going to be a turtle just going to the hands of Saudi Arabia. Good fighting potential that we see from both teams, from both compositions here. And really, if, again, you didn't have that diversion to join that fight when it happened, then Saudi Arabia would have been in a way difficult position to actually win some of that fight out, plus the objective is what they get. We find ourselves at pretty much even, right? Economy-wise, it's relatively even. You also got 2 objectives that are going to both sides so far. And at this point in the game, diversion.
They go all in onto Troll. He just burst him down with the help of the Feather Airstrike. Albert zones Sano away, but a diversion brings Sanji in towards Indonesia. Keyboy flickering out, but the Infernal Pursuit, the Demonic Force proc was on him. Sanji could just follow in. Albert now. That's the Infernal Pursuit over to him. Yin Yang reaction as well. Albert needs to respect this damage. Tarzan is walking over. He does have the last insanity, but he will not commit onto it. They'll just get that tier 1 up top, Indonesia, and they'll be happy with that trade.
All right, they get the turret, opening up the map a little bit, taking a look at the items too. It's gonna, so another turret going down there. Again, you know, you just have a couple items being locked in, but CW, he does have that 2 items that he locks in. Corrosive Scythe, he's got the DHS working on the next here. Sano, obviously getting to where he needs to be on the Claude, but needs a little bit more time to build up. And still, again, Saudi Arabia's not doing a bad job at keeping things even. Troll, though, is gonna go for the kick.
Wrong angle. Luke still following Cuffin. That'll be Troll locked down by the Iron Hook. Meanwhile, Luke still jumping in. Oh, Cuffin!
He's still
almost
alive.
getting the outplay down. Sanji looking for the chase now onto Luke, but with the consecration, he should be able to survive. Yeah, just Troll taken down. They're looking for the mid lane now. Iron Hook.
Oh, Iron Hook.
Keyboy, not gonna go for it just yet. Last insanity. Over to CW. Will lose a Virago armor. Now Sans wings by wings over to find an angle, but doesn't have the Feather Airstrike.
All right, they hold on to the mid turret the best they can. Saudi Arabia will do that. And I don't know how many times so far throughout the tournament we've seen Cuffin actually get away with, you know, just a sliver of HP. It's very difficult to kill him sometimes, and you know it's a good thing because he's a major source of the damage that Saudi Arabia is going to rely on. They're going to go for the play again here.
Diversions to the back. Albert gonna be caught. Great Jikundo from Troll. It's a Feather Airstrike to respond it over. Albert still winning it out. Getting the Spear of Alpha to escape, but now the last insanity just explodes in them. Crossbow attack. Tang. It's CW getting in a bloody hunt to lock him down. Sanji will fall. It's a trade in the end with a velvet gun bought in time. CW will pick up a triple kill in game number 2.
Oh, that is tough, man. The CW getting the triple kill this early on already. Again, look at the respect, the damage from Cuffin, but still a big team fight win there for Indonesia. And we've talked about this time and time again. Every time that 1-1 does get prioritized, drafted, picked up, you get these kills early on, you start to snowball out of control. It's tough to deal with that. That feathered airstrike. Just go ahead and put some pressure here in the mid lane. Whittling down the turrets a little bit here. This is where we see some of that pendulum swing. Obviously, the momentum in favor. Oh, mid lane.
Has the Purify. Suns running away against 3, a full dive under the turret. Now let's see what they decide to do. Luke gonna read out this angle. We'll try to go for the chase on Troll, but it is a joke. Consecration from Luke. No, they just have to respect it. They'll go into the bottom lane and trade a tier 2 for Sans.
You know, that play works so many times. Diversion, you try to go for the cutoff, you just show up with everybody, right, and boom, you get a kill. But then, you gotta remember, every single time that you do that, and depending on how many members you send with that diversion, experienced teams are gonna find something else across the map. Again, they're gonna go for it.
Yeah,
they're
they
gonna chase.
spotted out.
Okay, they don't chase that one. They don't. That iron hook's not gonna land on Sanji, so still.
He needed more spinny spins.
He needs to re-spin himself here, getting himself prepared for that Lord take. Again, that you land that iron hook, you get them down with the bloody hunt. It's really difficult to get away from that. And like I said, for Saudi Arabia, they can always just play into the fact that they have so much damage with Cuffin. But eventually, he's got to be careful, because if they keep sending members down, again, they're losing on the macro scale. They're pushing down bot. Sano's there, but look at this. 2 big items defensively picked up. Albert with the Winter Crown. CW gets the win in nature. And Lord is up now. So you're keeping Sano there. And what is Saudi Arabia going to do about this objective? They get the tier 1 turret, but they're watching this Lord. Half health now. Sanji and Tarzan trying to get to the front. Troll as well. Going to be a little bit of a reset. Still pushing on the tier 2 turret for now. So they're just going to go for it.
Last insanity from Tarzan. Given the airstrike, Tarzan's getting caught very low. Albert goes straight back to the Lord right now as Tarzan will lose immortality. That's Albert with Retribution, Iron Hook, and the Bloody Hunt to lock Sanji down with Spear of Alpha as well. Tarzan gets the concealed to go and run away, but Luke will pop in the Purify to get out of the way to try and get a finish off Tarzan. Troll, Jeet Kundo, Sans with an angle of attack over to Cuffin, getting the stun over, and a few more shots. Luke diving in over to Cuffin, getting a double on this Uranus inside of the base. Troll can even get there in time. Can he burst Luke down? Even with Sano, they aren't able to do it. Luke is unkillable.
He's still unkillable. They can't get the turret. A couple hits. They might just brute their force way into it. They get the base turret down. Lord still making its way up top. And Saudi Arabia, man, not the fight they were looking for. A really great team fight again from Indonesia. They might just still look to push it into the base.
Another feathered airstrike this time. Holy defense in the mid lane still intact. Luke, an absolute beast on this Uranus currently. Tarzan and Sano dealing with the Lord. Holy defense in the mid lane finally popped in. Albert brought back by the Yin Yang reaction. Indonesia playing a slow Troll with a way to drag him, but it's a good Purify out from Sans. Iron Hook from Keyboy, and the bloody hunt to lock him down. Tarzan trying to save it, but now he gets caught by the Spear of Alpha.
He's gonna go in, Cuffin in trouble too. There's a double, and now they're gonna be working on the base turrets here.
Sano and Troll zoned away. Indonesia at the base. It's a blazing duet from Sano to try one desperate attempt to save the game, to save their tournament lives. Troll, one last member, a wipeout for Indonesia. And Saudi Arabia, they won't be able to secure 3rd place in their own country here. Unfortunately for them, they'll have to suffer the defeat. Indonesia will secure 3rd place at IESF WEC 2024.
And with that, that is, I believe, $20,000 US, part of that prize pool of the 160. And like you mentioned, you know, finish strong for Indonesia here, getting that 3rd place finish, that bronze finish. Again, not often you see them fighting for this 3rd place, but definitely looked like they came to play. They wanted to go for the throat. They wanted to go for the head. They get